Well, this is it, our final battle, as Karam would say. Welcome back to Kirby Emblem Awakening for the final episode. Or will it be? I may have a bonus thing planned, but let's see what Grima has in store for Karam and Kirby now.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're right into it. We can select our units. I'm just going to kick you two off. So what I want to do here is make sure all of our mounts can go as far up as possible naturally. Well, let's see. Let's have Gaius go here. Lisa will go here. Cordelia and Stahl can take on this side. And where's Henry? He's right there. Viridian wants to go a little further up. Okay, that should be good. Let's just save in case I mess up. And begin. There's a lot of story in this chapter, naturally.
What?
Yeah, and here's a bit of a plot point because Grima can just flip around and force them all off, falling to their death. I don't know if Naga's doing some kind of thing to keep them stuck onto his back, but yeah, it's kind of a plot point in this final boss fight, as cool as it is. Another pointless choice.
Yes.
This isn't the first time a Dark Eldritch abomination has tried to, kill Kirby.
What?
But of course, Crom will break through.
Fight back!
What?
Please stay strong.
Follow my lead.
And everyone's going to have a piece to say here. I think this goes in order of recruitment.
We've got this.
What?
We doing this?
I'm here. Don't give up. Stay with me.
This ain't so bad. We gotta win.
And Donald being a paralogue comes last. Although I wonder if he's before the Gen 2 characters.
Damn you!
At least the ones that aren't Lucina.
Come on!
Crom,
Yes, the power of friendship.
let's do it.
Getting us around an evil dark dragon god. Kind of funny how Kirby is a dark Plegian mage in this scene, but oh well.
Now.
Okay. So we have to run up here and bonk Grima and get through all of his goons. He also has quite a large attack range, so we'll have to stay out of that for the time being. Now, there are some tricks you can do in this map with Olivia and rescue staves. I'm just going to do the best I can here. I don't think our Robin is that well built to take on Grima personally, but we'll... Sumi, I did give her a legendary weapon, as did Donald. Gaius is a Forge Brave Sword because he will want to dual strike with Crom. And Lisa has some rescue staves. These two paired up. I might need Stahl to help me. I think Cherish is going to have a better movement if I put her out front. Okay. I want to stay away from some of these guys. That guy has a scary bow. I'll just equip that for now. Yeah.
Right.
One thing about this map, like some final game maps, is there is a non-stop wave of reinforcements coming from these sigils. It's really not useful to fight them. We just gotta make our way through, pretty much. Might actually have Olivia dance a little bit closer. Where can Olivia get to? Right there. Gaius, I think, has a tad bit more movement than Crom. Now, I don't know if it's a good idea to keep Lisa out front because I don't think she... Let's see, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we'll want to be about right here. I'll leave Crom out front. And I'll leave Lisa out front as well. As long as she's safe, yeah. The middle portion, of course, is... And Cordelia gets all her weapon ranks up when it doesn't matter. We will need someone to kill that axe guy in front of Grima. Oh, you guys are going to get in my way, aren't you? And more rallying. That won't help you out. Okay, so my plan here is to have Stahl come around and just take on this guy. And then everyone else is going to get in there and just wail on Grima. We are. Might actually have Lisa maybe either rescue Olivia, or I might have Donald Helsloff that guy. I don't know yet. Problem is, not everyone can reach from... Okay, well, Sumia can get there. Might actually be in our best entrance to dance for Olivia. There is space around him, right? Let's just get on with it. Okay, so we have to make sure that Gaius has his Brave Sword equipped. Now, he can proc with these too. It's really a pain in the butt. Let's just go for it. It's not too long of a map, so not too detrimental if we do mess up here. The only thing is I have to watch this cutscene over and over again at the beginning.
Let's go.
Luckily, final maps in Fire Emblem, you're free to retry them as much as you want, pretty much, because it's so... Yeah, it's so short and sweet. Yeah, I think it's going to be, if I rescue Olivia... Depends where she goes, though. If I go here, where is she gonna get rescued to? Although she has a dance for Crom. You know what? I think here will be fine. As long as Lisa can reach. There we go. Hey, I'm doing the rescue dancer strats. I'm a pro Fire Emblem player, hee hee hee. Not really. I guess I like to think I'm better than the average scrub, but not as good as, like, people who can low turn count and that sort of thing. Okay, well, Crom is at full health. Let's try this again. Ugh, please.
Damn you!
That was so quick. Guys just came in there and brave sworded. So Naga's words at the beginning were misleading. She did say Kirby had to finish him, but she didn't mean gameplay-wise. You can finish off Grima gameplay with anyone, like Gaius or Crom there. Let Crom land the final blow. Now this does change things. I'm going to say no. We're going to let Kirby do it. This is the true ending. The only difference is Grima may come back in the future.
All right.
But remember in the last episode, Naga said there's a slim chance Kirby can live? It's more like a 100% chance. I mean, that shouldn't really be too much of a spoiler. Pretty purple stars.
May we meet again in a better life.
Wait!
No.
Unfortunately, I think I only have like a C support with Crom. But luckily Kirby has his waifu. Now here I think it's different depending on who you marry. The dialogue might be a little bit different. Maybe. And I think this time literally every character is going to say something, so people who aren't here like Frederick and Sully. So this can take a while.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, we have to listen to all the children and Kellum. He's still here. I think that's Sumia's generic quote.
Right. Huh.
In Naga's name.
Yeah, Tharja, still being yandere.
Oh.
I actually want to hear the end of that one, Henry.
Right.
Right.
Okay, Donald appears at the end of the Gen 1s. And you guys will be back soon, too. In another game. Not you, Brady, sorry. Or you, Kajel. Or Shell, however your name is. I still don't know how to say her name. I think someone did comment how to pronounce it, but I forget how it is. And yes, I don't think the kids, the other kid of the Avatar has anything different either. And you'll be back in the next game, unfortunately.
No.
Of course, Morgan, being always locked to Kirby, says the same thing. Kind of skip through it fast. Yeah, paralogue orders. Tiki's would be last. And I think this will show us our turn count. Can I make this go a little bit faster? No, Chrom and Kirby aren't the heroes in the first one. Hey, Kirby's not in that one. That's where we started pairing Sumi up with him. I like how I have them as unpromoted still in these little icons. Kirby and Sumia. Oh boy. I'm seeing a pattern here. Well, if you can get Sumia going, she is pretty good. It's just sometimes hard to get her going. Hey, Cordelia. I don't know if I'll ever play Birthright after our conquest, but I would definitely use a character that's supposed to be based off of Cordelia in that game. Although that's the Gen 2 unit. Gen 2s in that game are a little eh. Hey, Donald. And we get to look at all the classes we went through. And the paralogue rush. A Man for Flowers, interesting title. Where are the class changes? Probably good to have Sumi as a flyer on Wings of Justice still. There we go. Sumi is a great knight by that point, and Shersh is a cleric. You guys have changed classes. Donald's promoted. Daughter of Dragon is such a crappy paralogue. Lisa and Donald. Hey, Chrom and Gaius. No, I think we have the character, yeah, these whole things here. Oh, and Chrom doesn't have a waifu. He's, all by himself. Village Maiden Chrom. So I guess as is going through, I'll give my thoughts on Awakening as I do with every game I play. So despite people kind of not liking Awakening because it's too easy, I actually really like it. Of course, it's a game that brought a lot of people into the series, which is really good. Gave new life. I think anyone watching this knows that. But for me personally, I do like Awakening because it's a very sandboxy game. You can do whatever the heck you want. I mean, I reclass people into goofy things and we are still able to win easily. It's just a really you do what you want kind of game. It gives the player a lot of power to create their own unique army. Like Olivia, for instance, you can make her a flyer and pass down Gale Force. Some of the DLC maps, I think Apotheosis it's called, you do have to really optimize who you pair and what you pass down. Kind of like in FE4, there's a lot of hints to that. Of course, this game has a lot of hints to all the past Fire Emblem games, obviously. But it also has a lot of replay value because you can do different things. Like maybe you want to try and make, I don't know, Solly's kid, for example, a mage and pair her with Rickon. Just so much different stuff you can do. The story itself is a bit generic. I mean, it's typical heroes go to fight a dark dragon. Not too different there. And you do have your character archetypes. You have Lisa as like Lena, Solly and Stahl the Cain and Abel. Sumi is kind of like the Sheeta, although I didn't want her to be that in this run. But despite all the hate this game gets, I quite like it. It can be fun. Lunatic, of course, can be a challenge if you're looking for that sort of thing. Hard mode, as you see in this playthrough, is pretty freaking easy. Lunatic can get easy. becomes Frederick Emblem. But if you have female Robin and Crom, like, them paired together can still sweep that game, so kind of a different challenge. It might not be the best design with counter warriors ambush spawning. There are some flaws with it that I don't like that obviously, but aside from that, just your typical game. Another thing is the characters tend to come off as tropey to a lot of people, like Tharja, of course, is Yandere, Loncusa, Navarre. Yeah, up front they do come off that way. I do agree when you first look at it just at base what it is, but getting into some of the supports you can see a lot more. Like Loncu and Tharja, their supports are kind of, one of the reasons I wanted to do that is we get to see Loncu's backstory and why he is so afraid of women. So I tried to pair up people that would show that off, just a little bit more into their character. And of course we have characters like Rick and Maribel who have backstory together, which is always nice. Most modern Fire Emblem games don't really have that married couple, like Penta and Louise, so to speak, just for the sake of waifuing and breeding characters, but there's still some backstory there. Also, Maribel and Gaius have a pretty interesting backstory too. Oh yeah, he's unpaired, because he's technically with Crom. But yeah, if you do find some of the characters be a bit cringy and whatnot, try reading some of the supports, you might see a little bit more. Especially in Sumia's case. I actually didn't really like her support with Crom at all. I hated it downright. It's one of the worst, C to S supports in this game, or in, between this and Fates and other games. So, yeah, you just get to see a little bit more of her in the less popular supports, I guess. Or like this one. I think they were talking about a diary or a spellbook for Muriel's. Yeah, but I had fun with Awakening. Really good replayability. So much you can do. I think it's a pretty fun game. Now, as for the next game we're playing, because we do have to get into that, first we are still doing Pokemon Platinum. That's coming to an end soon. I may put it down to 1 week. Right now I'm on the Legendary Pokemon Rush, and it kind of takes a while to try and catch things with just Ultra Balls, so maybe Pokemon will slow down. We are almost there. Who knows? And then our next Fire Emblem game, that's going to be Fates. I've already decided on Conquest a long time ago. Kind of already playing the game a bit. I've been replaying it, just kind of practicing, because Fates is a lot different than this, despite them both being 3DS games. And we do have to make use of our resources. Things aren't just thrown to us here. And we do have to make use of, well, we do have to play a lot smarter than this game. This game we can just kind of throw Donald into the enemies. They're not so much. As for the avatar, well, this game, of course, I picked Kirby because he's not only one of my favorite Nintendo characters, but also one of my Smash Brothers mains. Next game, I'm also doing a character I like in Smash, and let's just say it's going to be electrifying. Although it might not be the character you're initially thinking of. But yeah, and I also did mention, I think at the end of Radiant Dawn, I did have a mini-series going. I'm still figuring out how to record that. It may be I do the commentating while I do it, but it may take a little bit of resetting to get things to work right. So I may just do it post-commentary. That might be the best thing to do. I think I'm actually going to do the first one post-commentary, the first and second part of this, which did require me to play through just about every Fire Emblem game. Up to a certain point when certain characters join. Ah, yes, and Flavia and Basilio can't S support. Another thing about this game, some characters, I think some people call them the Gen 1.5. They kind of get shafted because they're avatar sexuals. So you don't really see too much of them. Of course, Flavia and Basilio do have a support, but it's not really like an S support. And speaking of which, I am going to be using the Donald character in Fates, but I don't really plan on pairing her with a Royal. Because I did say I like the Rag to Riches pairing, and with Donald and Lisa and Edward and Sanaki, those are kind of my favorite, but I don't know. If I ever play a different Fates game that isn't Conquest, maybe I will pair her with someone else. And Anna's here. But yeah, that's the plans for the future and my thoughts on Awakening. I hope you enjoyed this. But I do have one more bonus episode coming up. The way I had to record was pretty hilarious, but stay tuned for that. And I'll see you then.